Good morning. I'm here with your daily horoscope for Thursday, July 23rd, 2026. Before we move into your signs reading, a quick note on how to use this. Readings today are from your moon sign. The link below finds yours in 10 seconds. If you've been reading sun sign horoscopes and wondering why they don't quite land, your moon sign is often the answer. It's your inner sky, your emotional truth, and in Vedic astrology, it's where we build your daily guidance. Let me walk you through today's Panchanga, the celestial calendar we are working with. We are anchored in New Delhi. Today is Shukla Navami, the 9th lunar day of the bright fortnight. This tithi carries a quality of completion and gentle forward motion. It ends at 7:03 in the morning. So if you're listening after that time, we're already moving into the next phase of the lunar month. The nakshatra or lunar mansion is Vishakha. This is a star of purpose and determination, one that favors effort and clarity. Vishakha holds until 1:42 tomorrow morning, so it's with you through the whole of today and into your early night. Today is Thursday, ruled by Jupiter, a day that naturally supports growth, learning, and generosity. Now, a few timing notes for your day. Rahu Kala, a window when new ventures are traditionally avoided, runs from 2:10 in the afternoon to 3:52. Nothing to fear, just a gentle heads up to keep routine tasks and important decisions outside that window if you can. Yamaganda, another sensitive period, is 5:37 to 7:19 in the morning, and Gulika Kala runs from 9:02 to 10:44 in the morning. These are simply times to keep your pace steady and your focus inward. Yoga, the overall harmony of sun and moon, is Shubha today, an auspicious configuration that ends at 7:19 in the evening. With that foundation in place, let's move into what this day means for your sign. Aries, today brings a quieter energy as the moon settles into your house of partnership and balance. Yesterday called for patience as Saturn completed its passage, and now you're moving into steadier ground where relationships and agreements can deepen naturally. Courage and quick decisive starts are your native language, yet right now the sky asks you to listen more than you lead. Your period Lord Jupiter sits exalted in your house of home and foundation, which means any partnership you tend today is rooted in something real and lasting. In work and money, Mars in your house of resources suggests steady accumulation rather than bold moves. This is a day to consolidate what you have built, not to chase new ventures. With Mercury retrograde in your house of communication, conversations may circle back to old ground. So, speak with care and clarity. In relationships, the moon in your house of partnership is your strongest signal. This is a window for genuine connection, for listening to what matters to your people, for finding balance where there has been strain. Take one small step towards someone you trust. In your energy and health, Saturn's quiet passage through your house of rest means you are slowly releasing what no longer serves you. Honor that by resting when you need to, without guilt. The steadiness you feel today is not weakness, but the strength of knowing when to pause. If someone in your life needs a listening ear, offer it freely. May today bring you one moment worth remembering. Taurus, Mars is moving through your own sign today, bringing directness and energy into your presence. Yesterday, the moon opened in your house of work and service, and you felt that call to act on what matters. Today, that momentum continues with real force. In work and money, Mars in your first house sharpens your focus and your voice. You are ruled by Venus, and patience and steady building are your native language. Yet, right now, you are being asked to move with clarity and purpose. If a conversation or decision has been waiting, today favors stepping forward. Mercury is retrograde in your house of resources, so double check any numbers before you commit, but do not let caution become delay. In relationships, Venus sits in your house of home and family, softening the edges of Mars's directness. Taurus, you can be both bold and tender at once. Someone close to you may respond well to your honesty today. A small gesture of care, nothing grand, lands better than you expect. Your energy is high and clear. Jupiter is exalted in your house of communication, supporting every word you speak. Use that gift well. Tonight, when you have a moment, help someone with a practical task, no fanfare needed. That simple act of service settles your day. You can find your full birth chart free on our website, which shows you far more than your moon sign alone. Go easy on yourself today. The stars are patient, and you can be too. Gemini, your curiosity and quick connection are your native language, and today Mercury, your ruling planet, turns that gift inward. Yesterday the moon opened in your house of creativity and joy, and now you are moving into a deeper, more reflective rhythm. Your mind is your greatest asset, and right now it's being asked to look within. Mercury is retrograde in your own sign, which means the usual outward flow of your thoughts is gently reversed, inviting you to reconsider, review, and refine what matters most to you. This is not a time to push forward with new plans. It is a time to listen to what you already know. At 3:18 this morning, the moon formed an exact trine to Mercury, a harmony that supports this inward turn. Your period lord, Jupiter, sits exalted in your house of resources and values, which means that even as you turn inward, there is real support for your stability and growth. In your work and finances, this is a good window for reviewing past decisions and catching details you may have missed. In your relationships, your natural gift for connection is still there, but it works best when you listen more than you speak today. Your energy asks for gentleness. Rest when you can. And if you notice someone around you who needs a listening ear, that small act of presence is exactly what the day invites. You are being refined, not diminished. Wishing you a calm and steady day ahead. Cancer, this is a day of inner strength and clarity for you. Yesterday, the moon opened in your house of home and foundation, and today that sense of presence and natural authority you felt continues to deepen. The Sun and Jupiter together in your first house are still illuminating who you are at your core. And Jupiter exalted in Cancer means your own sign is blessed with expansion and wisdom right now. You are ruled by the moon, and care and deep intuition are your native language. So, trust what you feel today. In work and money, Mercury is retrograde in your 12th house, which can soften external noise and turn your attention inward. This is actually a good window for reviewing past decisions rather than pushing forward with new ones. Take one small step to organize something you have been meaning to sort through. In relationships, Venus in your second house of values and resources invites you to think about what truly matters to you in connection with others. You may feel drawn to simplicity and authenticity today. Reach out to someone and listen more than you speak. In energy and health, Mars in your 11th house of community and wishes supports steady, quiet effort. You do not need to rush. Your strength today lives in your ability to hold space for yourself and others, and that is exactly what the sky is asking of you. If you see someone in need today, offer them a meal or a moment of your time. That small act of care will settle something in your own heart. Let today be simple. That is enough. Leo, yesterday the moon opened in your house of communication and siblings, and today that warmth and natural magnetism you felt is settling into how the world sees you. Venus is gracing your first house, and this is your native language, warmth and natural leadership flowing outward without effort. What you're experiencing now is the gift of being seen for exactly who you are. In work and money, Mercury is moving through your house of networks and friendships, retrograde but in its own sign, which means your thinking is turning inward and clarifying. You're reviewing connections, reconsidering alliances. This is a good window to reach out to someone whose support matters. A conversation now plants seeds. Your period lord, Jupiter, is exalted in Cancer and sitting in your house of rest and reflection. So, any work you do today benefits from a quiet, thoughtful approach rather than force. In relationships, Leo, Rahu is in your house of partnership, and this asks you to stay grounded in what you actually want rather than what feels magnetic or new. Your clarity here is your strength. Take one small step towards someone you trust. Your energy today is steady and inward. Mars in your house of career is steady too, supporting slow, solid progress. Feed someone who is hungry today, and you'll find that generosity returns as clarity. May something small go beautifully right for you today. Virgo today asks you to deepen what yesterday began. Yesterday, the moon opened in your house of resources, bringing a gentle focus to what you value most, and that thread continues now. Your precision and quiet service are your native language, and today they serve you best when turned inward. In work and money, Mercury moves through Gemini in your house of career, and Mercury is your own ruler, moving retrograde. This is not a day to launch new projects. Instead, you are invited to review what you have already set in motion, what needs refinement, what deserves a second look. Your eye for detail is your gift here, so use it to strengthen foundations rather than build new ones. In relationships, Saturn sits in your house of partnership, asking for honesty and patience. You may feel a quiet weight in how you connect with others today, and that is not a sign to pull away. It is an invitation to show up with steadiness. One small gesture of care, offered without fanfare, will land exactly where it needs to. Your energy today is supported by Jupiter, exalted in your house of community and hopes. This is your period lord in its strongest place, and it whispers that your quiet work matters more than you know. Rest when you need to. Help someone with a task that only you can see needs doing. That is where your power lives today. Carry this lightly and have a truly good day. Libra, the moon returns to your own sign today, bringing you back to center and clarity. Yesterday, the moon opened in your house 1, and now you step fully into alignment with your deepest nature. Balance and graceful fairness are your native language, and today the sky invites you to speak it. In work and money, your period lord Jupiter sits exalted in Cancer, holding steady authority over your career house. This is a window of real support for your professional standing. You are being asked to lead with the same thoughtfulness you bring to every choice. Take one clear action toward a goal that matters. The sky favors intention today. In relationships, the moon forms an exact trine with Mercury at 3:18 this morning, and that harmony flows through your whole day. Your words carry weight and warmth right now. Libra, if there is something you have wanted to say with care, today is the day to say it. Listen as much as you speak, and you will find the balance you seek. In energy and health, Mars sits in your house 8, asking you to tend to what lies beneath the surface. Rest matters as much as motion. One small act of self-care, something that feels like coming home to yourself, will settle you deeply. The moon in your own sign brings you home to yourself. Feed someone today with the same grace you offer the world. The day is yours to shape. Shape it kindly. Scorpio, your depth and quiet resilience are meeting a moment of genuine spiritual opening today. Yesterday, the moon moved into your house of solitude and inner work, and that inward pull you felt is exactly right. Today, it continues to invite you into reflection and renewal. Scorpio, you are ruled by Mars, and that fierce intelligence of yours knows how to move through shadow. Right now, your period Lord Jupiter sits exalted in Cancer, in your house of philosophy and meaning, and this is a window where your inner work carries real weight and clarity. In relationships, Mars transits your house of partnership from Taurus, grounding your connections in steadiness rather than intensity. This is a good day to listen more than you speak and to let someone close to you know you are present. At work and in your resources, Mercury moves retrograde in your house of shared assets and intimacy. So, any financial or contractual matter benefits from a pause and a second look before you move forward. Your energy today asks for gentleness with yourself. The spiritual opening you feel is not something to rush or force, but to honor with rest and quiet time. If you can, spend a few moments today helping someone who is struggling in silence, the way you often do. That act of unseen care will settle something true in you. Walk gently today and let the day come to you. Sagittarius, today brings a reflective quality as the moon settles into Libra, your house of friendships and community. Yesterday, the moon opened in your house of wishes and networks. And today, that blend of introspection and social connection deepens as you find yourself drawn inward while still held by the people around you. Optimism and honest seeking are your native language, and right now they're working together in a quiet way. In work and money, Mars in your house of daily service asks you to tend to the practical details that keep your life running smoothly. You're not called to grand gestures today. Instead, focus on one task that matters, one conversation that clarifies. Your period Lord Jupiter sits exalted in Cancer, which means your deeper reserves of wisdom are strong even when the day feels small. In relationships, Mercury is retrograde in your house of partnership, so conversations may circle back or need a gentle reframing. This is not a time to push for new agreements. Instead, listen more than you speak and let understanding grow at its own pace. Sagittarius, you'll find that patience here opens doors. Your energy today asks for rest and reflection rather than outward push. Notice what brings you peace in your friendships. And if someone in your circle needs a listening ear, that gift from you will matter more than you know. May today bring you one moment worth remembering. Capricorn, your public standing is the focus today, and yesterday's opening in your house of recognition is settling into real momentum. The moon in Libra holds your attention on how the world sees you, and you're naturally equipped to use this window well. Steady effort and long patience are your native language, and that's exactly what this moment asks of you. In work and money, the Sun and Jupiter together in your house of partnerships bring favorable conditions for collaboration. You're being called to step into visibility with others, and your reputation benefits when you show up as the steady, capable presence you are. Today favors conversations that build your standing. Take one small step toward a partnership or public commitment that matters to you. In relationships, Venus in your house of shared resources and intimacy invites you to deepen trust with someone close. You may feel drawn inward, but the real gift is in opening up about what you value. Let someone know what you need. Your energy today is clear and purposeful. Mercury retrograde in your house of daily work means communications may need a second pass, but that's not a setback, it's a chance to refine. Your period lord, Jupiter exalted in Cancer, supports every effort you make toward growth and recognition. Your public presence is strengthening. As you move through this day, remember that one act of quiet help to someone struggling builds the kind of reputation that lasts. Go easy on yourself today. The stars are patient, and you can be too. Aquarius, your clarity today rests on something deeper than circumstance. It rests on conviction. Yesterday, the moon opened in your house of philosophy and travel, and you are in a phase of patience and steady effort. As Saturn settles into its final phase over your moon sign, that patience is not passivity, Aquarius. It is the quiet certainty of someone who knows their own mind. Your period lord Jupiter sits exalted in Cancer, in your house of work and service, which means the universe is asking you to channel your original thinking into something tangible and useful. When you bring your ideas into the world through your daily effort, you're not compromising yourself, you are completing yourself. Mercury is retrograde in your house of creativity, so any creative project you revisit today carries fresh possibility. One practical step: if you have shelved an idea or a piece of work, today is a good window to look at it again with new eyes. In relationships, Venus in your house of partnership is steady and present. You do not need to perform or convince, your quiet conviction is enough. Mars in your house of home and family suggests that grounding yourself in what is familiar will serve you well today. Your energy today settles into the rhythm you have been building. Feed someone who is hungry or help someone carry something heavy. That small act of care mirrors the larger truth of your day. Strength shows itself through service. Wishing you a calm and steady day ahead. Pisces, your inner world is asking for depth today, and you have the imaginative compass to navigate it. Yesterday, the moon opened in your house of transformation, and today, that same lunar energy invites you to sit with what wants to shift beneath the surface. Your house 8 is a place of mystery and renewal, and you are being called inward. In your work and resources, Mercury moves retrograde through your house of home and foundation, which means this is a good window to review what you have built, what you tend, what roots you. Take one practical step. Sort through a drawer, a file, a corner of your life that has been waiting. Your period lord Jupiter sits exalted in your house of creativity and joy, and that radiance is real even as you tend the quieter work. In your relationships, Venus moves through your house of service and daily care. This favors small acts of presence with those near you. A meal shared, a conversation unhurried. Pisces, your compassion is your native language, and today it finds its truest expression in the ordinary moments. Your energy today carries a gentle intensity. The Chandrashtama window, a time of subtle inner work, holds until 1900 local time. Until then, rest when you can, move slowly, and trust that patience itself is a form of wisdom. As this window closes this evening, you step into clearer ground, and the steadiness you have been building will show itself. Let today be simple. That is enough. May the clarity you found in today's sky settle into your choices, your conversations, and your quiet moments. The planets move through their cycles not to control you, but to illuminate the patterns already unfolding in your life. Trust what you know about yourself, stay kind to those around you, and remember that even the most challenging transits are temporary teachers. The sky is always speaking if you listen. If today's sky was useful, subscribing keeps it coming every morning.